There is a massive secret hidden in the Doors Floor 2 ending that your lazy, unobservant self never realized. And in this video, I'll be exposing the dark truth behind this mystery. This secret not only provides insight into one of the most unsuspecting entities in the whole game, that being Sally, oddly enough, but it also gives us some information for a possible new entity coming in Floor 3 if you interpret it in a certain way. So, in this video, I'll be going over everything you need to know about this discovery. Let's begin. Alright, so to start, I want you to listen to the Floor 2 ending cutscene. I mean, really listen to it and hear what is going on. Are you ready? Pay close attention. Okay, so I'm almost certain you probably didn't catch on to the important thing in this cutscene, that being the sound that plays at the very end. Here, take a listen to it isolated from everything else. Now, if you were paying attention, you'd realize that this noise appeared to be some sort of sinister chuckle. If you never caught this, I wouldn't blame you, as in this ending cutscene a lot of different sounds are playing. There not only is the background music, which is a mix of the seek and grumble themes, but we also have various screams, sloshing noises. It's all just a mess for this relatively quiet laugh to get lost in, but the presence of this chuckle is undeniably interesting. You see, it only takes a little bit of digging to realize that this isn't a sound heard anywhere else in the game. It doesn't even sound like Seek or the Queen Grumble, which are the only two entities present in this cutscene. This means that this laugh audio must be caused by some other creature in the game that isn't in this cutscene. Now, right off the bat, we can narrow down the options to who is laughing in this ending cutscene to two characters already in the game, those being Sally and Giggle. This is because these two are the only two characters who have showcased that they are capable of a soft chuckle, similar to the one seen in the ending. Now, although I personally see Sally as being a much better candidate than Giggle, given how the audio seems more in line with how they sound, there are some setbacks which could prevent them from being the one who is laughing. For one, Sally's redesign was created a long while after Floor 2 released, and this audio by extension. So, I don't think Sally's existence was planned all the way back then. Additionally, Sally doesn't really have any role in Floor 2, so it would be kinda weird for them to suddenly appear as soon as we enter the castle. However, we do know that Sally typically resides outside, given how they have to burst through a window in order to access the hotel. And given how the Floor 2 ending cutscene takes place outside, it is possible that this could be Sally who is laughing. However, what about our other possibility, that the chuckle was caused by a giggle? This would make sense, as giggles are just baby grumbles, and given how the Queen Grumble is meant to be a mother of a lot of giggles in the mines, it's possible one of them could be nearby her when the cutscene took place. The only real drawback to this possibility would be that we don't ever see a giggle in the ending cutscene, and that the audio doesn't really sound like one. But given how it is muffled a little, that could explain the sound difference. Either way, if this voice is coming from Sally or Giggle, then it would imply some major things about either entity depending on who it is. The developers have implied that Sally may have a deeper story going on, so if they were present in the Floor 2 cutscene, it could mean that they witnessed the events that took place there. It could serve as a hint that they'll appear in the castle, which is pretty cool. If it was a giggle, then a similar story could take place. Maybe this giggle is important in some way, or something, who knows? However, with all of that being said, there are a few more possibilities that I have overlooked. That being that this laugh wasn't caused by Sally or a giggle, but rather a completely new entity. This one is far more speculative, but given how the chuckle occurs right when we enter the castle, it's possible it could have been caused by a completely new character in the floor. This could either be something we have never seen before, or it could be one of the new entities that we have theorized for a while will be added, and that is the Seek-infected Queen. Obviously, the Queen gets infected right before this audio plays, so is it too wrong to assume the chuckle was caused by them, as they're now essentially a giant screech? The only drawback to this conclusion, though, is that the laugh seems to be way too soft to be caused by a grumble. But if we chalk that up to just the audio being muffled, it could be a decent piece of evidence for the existence of a Seek-infected queen, especially considering how the queen and Seek are both right next to the player when this laugh is heard. So, to summarize, a mysterious chuckle can be heard at the very end of the Floor 2 cutscene, and using my awesome detective skills, I was able to deduce it was either caused by Sally, a giggle, the infected queen, or an entirely new Floor 3 entity who we have never seen before. Each one of these options is very interesting, besides maybe a giggle, because who cares about them? But I could definitely see this mystery being expanded upon. Now, I will admit that there is a possibility that this noise is just a random noise and I'm heavily misinterpreting it. But until I'm proven otherwise, let me live my Doors lore dream. So with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.